New player reviews WoW Classic versus WoW Retail with no nostalgia. This is the type of perspective that we're looking for here, okay? Has anyone seen this video? Can we vouch for this? This looks like a very solid perspective. It is a longer video, so I put it off. It's a 2-week-old video now. I've put it off for a minute. Never seen it. Interesting. I watched it the other day. It's great. Okay, we have multiple vouchers in the chat. Cool. I love watching new players come into WoW and compare them with no nostalgia, because from my perspective, Classic WoW has so much going for it, but part of me thinks I'm just blind to my own nostalgia in a sense. When I hear other people who have never played both give a comparison, it's like candy to my ears. Does that even make any sense? It's like, oh, okay, yes, it like reconfirms what I know. Or some people might like Retail better, and I like to hear the perspective of what they like specifically. Anyway, haven't seen it yet. No, I'm not sure if she likes Retail or Classic better, but anyway, let's take a look.
I have completely avoided World of Warcraft. I have no specific nostalgia for it either. I haven't played any of the Warcraft games before, and I can only just vaguely remember my sibling playing Warcraft 3 when we were growing up. It was never about a lack of interest, actually, much to the contrary. It was just one of those things that just never happened for no reason in particular, really. And then as the years just kept passing by and I still hadn't played it, I kind of started to make this weird plan where I would just actively choose to avoid everything about it. I didn't watch trailers, I wouldn't listen to the music, I wouldn't even look at promotional artwork at that point, so that I could eventually, when the time was right, finally have my satisfying experience of playing it the right way with fresh eyes.
Completely
and after
blind,
around 2 decades in the—
That's kind of how I was with every other game besides World of Warcraft. And it wasn't a deliberate choice. It was because I was so addicted to World of Warcraft that I didn't play any other game for 2 decades. And then I popped my head out like last year, the year before, a couple years ago, and I was like, oh, wow, there's actually other games out there that are pretty good. But like, I've been playing WoW the whole time, and I haven't even looked at any other game for a second. You know what I'm saying?
Making today is that day. So in the little experience that I do have, I vaguely remember hearing the terms classic and retail being thrown around in conversation. Yeah. And I always assumed that classic was referring to the beginning of the game prior to all the DLCs and updates and all that fun stuff. And then retail was in reference to the more modern expansions and graphical updates and whatnot. While I was not entirely wrong, what I failed to realize was that during all this time that had passed, like more than 20 years at this point, retail and classic had virtually become 2 different games, and I would have—
Dude, I just gotta go back to that.
Retail and classic had—
Dude, like, Blizzard, if you're in there, man. Look, I like retail in certain ways. I do. But can we all agree this needs to be just completely redone to look more like this? And then you can boost the graphics for sure. But like,
virtually become 2 different games, and I would have to experience them separately. And this effectively crumbled my entire image of my perfect WoW gaming experience that I had been idealizing for so long. So I reframed my entire objective. Because I don't have any experience or preconceived ideas about it, I realized that this would be a great opportunity to take a look at what people fell in love with at this game's birth, and then what it evolved into that kept them playing, to try and get a somewhat comprehensive understanding on what made and continues to make World of Warcraft the MMO of all time.
So I have a theory, and I might be completely wrong, that a lot of the people that are playing retail today, not everyone, but a large majority of them, fell in love with the game when it was a classic, right? Like when it like during Wrath, maybe during MOP, during TBC, during classic WoW itself. They fell in love then, and now they play it because they have a guild, a community, friends. It's just what they do. It's familiar. And, you know, maybe they're like, I don't want to just replay classic. I've done that. So they kind of like fell in love with the game and now they just kind of play. I have a theory that that's the large majority of people. I could be wrong. Obviously there's people like new players too, but you don't hear about it as often. Like, oh yeah, I'm a brand new player. You know, of course it happens, but it's like, oh, a brand new player and I've been hooked for like the last few years or whatever. It seems like it's these everyone's been playing for 7 years or 10 years and it's just these same people kind of continuing to play. Feels like that for the most part. That's my theory.
This video is a bit of a spiritual successor to a previous video of mine, What the Kids Who Didn't Have WoW Played Instead, where I talked about my childhood MMO, Shaya, and the lasting impact it left on me. I've seen firsthand just—
Wait, what MMO was that? Shaya?
How fondly Warcraft is remembered by its fans. And while I haven't experienced this myself, what I do know is just how emotionally significant an amazing childhood game can be on someone. So today I plan to spend about 2.5 hours with both classic and retail, which I think seems like an ample amount of time to get through.
Wait, how many hours?
With both classic and retail, which I think spend about 2.5 hours with—
We're gonna spend 2 hours playing 2 hours? All right, you're gonna in classic you're gonna get to like level 8. On retail you'll probably like hit max level. Yeah, on retail you probably hit max level in some dungeons.
With both classic and retail, which I think seems like an ample amount of time to get through the beginning portion of a game and take a look at them with zero nostalgia or experience.
You know, it actually is kind of good in a way too though, because so if you put a constraint on something, what can I experience as a blind new player in 2.5 hours on the classic version and on the retail? It actually is kind of cool. As an experiment, what can I experience in a finite block of time? I'm interested. And
share my thoughts and comparisons I made between the two at the end of it all.
Okay.
So we're going to be starting off this journey first with retail. At the time of making this, the Midnight expansion had just dropped and I was really feeling the collective hype. And I really hoped that there would be some kind of active player base online that we could engage with in response to this.
Yeah.
The first step in any game before you get started is, of course, character creation. And if you're familiar with my channel, you'll know I take my character customization pretty seriously. Okay, so we have the alliance over here and
if she likes character customization, then retail, I mean, has way more of that. So I guess that's going to be a pro there.
Horde over here. The noble race of the alliance are bound together by proud traditions of nobility, honor, faith, justice, and sacrifice. The many different alliance peoples all contribute their technical, arcane, and spiritual wisdom towards the goal of a peaceful and just world. I am not going to be able to choose a race. This is going to be really hard. Okay. The proud nations of the Horde are loosely joined in an alliance.
Alliance or Horde? Big choice here. Big choice.
Convenience against a hostile world that would see them destroyed. So I guess it's like a situation
2
like
hours on this screen, yeah.
My enemy. We have human, the noble humans of Stormwind, the dwarves, night elves, the gnomes, the Draenei?
I say Draenei.
They're
probably
pretty
wrong.
Cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. The Draenei fled from demonic corruption, now lend their might to defend Azeroth. Worgen and the Pandaren. Interesting. That's a cool background. The orcs, the undead, pretty cool. The Tauren, troll.
Okay.
I like her protruding bottom fangs. That's awesome. Basically half my time here, which no joke already took me over 20 minutes, was spent just—
Yeah, 20 minutes. We're just gonna play for 2 hours, 20 minutes on the character creation. I mean, it is a big choice. Alliance, Horde, class, very big choices here.
Deciding which race and job to choose. I feel like this is an important decision, you know? After you pick these things, you're kind of stuck with them forever unless there's like an overpriced option to pay for the privilege to change your mind. Okay, so I think I'm between Night Elf, the Draenei,
that's what I say. Draenei.
I'm so bad with names. I don't know anything.
Why these are like bugged? Look, they don't have like a frame around them. Am I trolling? I'm not trolling, right? There should be like they're like bugged.
Well, I want to see what they look like customized. I think for now I'm just gonna go with the Draenei. Let's take a look at the classes now. Man, I don't know what decision to make. MMOs are not a good game for people with decision paralysis. Jeez, all right.
I spent like 2 hours on character creation.
Oh my god, the Draenei after all, and I think we're gonna go with Hunter because I'm kind of intrigued by the idea of having a pet that deals damage.
Makes sense. Yeah, okay.
And I like that
Hunter.
they have a gun as compared to everybody else that has a bow and arrow. So I think we're gonna go with the Draenei after all. Okay, the tedious part. You thought that me selecting my race took a long time. The actual character customization is gonna go crazy. Okay. Unbeknownst to me, the UI here was like completely bugged out and not displaying properly, which in hindsight was probably due to the recent expansion without it being patched yet. And unfortunately, this would not be the last of the minorly infuriating and inconveniencing bugs that I would experience in my time with retail today. After tediously combing through all the available customization options on my favorite races, I decided to go ahead with a Draenei Hunter, and we finally embarked on our journey.
Here we go. Here we go.
A soldier of the Noble Alliance, a coalition of kingdoms upholding the ideals of valor and justice across Azeroth. Your commanders have learned that an expedition
I haven't made a new WoW character and experienced this and
shipwrecked on a deserted
I don't even know how long, man.
As a bold
I've never done it actually.
You have joined a rescue mission led by the dragons Wrathion and Kalecgos.
A&D okay, I'm an A&D to turn my character kind of person. A&D move your character. That's so strange.
I am the guys. Just type modern or legacy. I'm legacy all the way, baby. A&D to turn. That's how it's always been in WoW. That's how I'm always gonna play. All right. The modern A&D to move. Like, what are we playing? Counter-Strike? Like, brother. Legacy. Legacy. Legacy.
I don't have any experience with that. Why is that the default? That's interesting. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm gonna, okay, I'll stay with that, actually. Good thing I tried it out. I thought it would just disappear when I selected it.
I was just saying, I was giving her props for not going modern. Never mind.
Okay. Yanya, proud.
Okay.
Jaina? Yanya? I don't know if this is like an English speaker's problem or if I'm just stupid, but I can think of like 4 ways to say one name if I've never heard it spoken before. I don't know if that's just a me thing. I don't know. But we're gonna go with Jaina. That's probably the most likely solution answer to that problem.
Okay.
Good.
Wow.
Next,
that was so much fun.
Wait. It's raining. The skies were supposed to be clear.
Uh-oh. Her outfit is really cool.
Okay,
I
nice.
Really appreciate
outfit
that.
maxing. There we go. Jaina looking good.
Look at that. That's awesome. She's got like a layered corset with a belt on top.
I mean, Jaina's pretty sick. Yeah, Jaina's all right.
That looks awesome. I really like that. Good. Looks like you've kept up with your hunter training during our voyage. I'm concerned about the sudden turn weather. Spar with Private Cole while I investigate this. Yes, little weakling underling. Go busy yourself while I deal with important matters.
I bet we'll save the expedition in no time.
So true, Cole.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nice. There we go.
I yield.
Level 2.
What's that sound? I think something big is headed our way.
Captain,
race for impact.
Everyone below decks now.
Oh hell no! I'm out of here. What is that?
Will endure.
It's a moth.
Hello. That's so cute. Okay. Nice little ragtag of
we cannot let the
over
world
here.
Fall.
I'm so curious if she's gonna like retail more classic.
That does not bode well. Oh, what are those little guys? Oh my gosh. They're so cute.
Is it Murlocs?
After our ship was wrecked in the storm, we got our feet, or I guess Ray and I have hooves, so I guess we got our metaphorical feet on some land, and I got some time to practice the basics and get familiar with how my class works.
Okay.
Can we fight the crab? Oh.
Nice.
Oh, just one-shot the crab, I'm sorry. Oh, I love how the mountain of coins is just a pre-rendered like blob, and the coins just get cut off. That's so
wait
charming.
for classic WoW. It's gonna be a little different.
These are the kind of things that I love in games, man. Is he dancing? Oh.
Classic's a whole different
got
level of
moves.
charm with stuff like that.
Hell yeah, brother. Okay, I'm gonna leave him to dance. We're gonna head over here. It was genuinely really awesome to see some other players in the beginning areas. I don't know, that just felt really special to me. I'm not really used to playing active MMOs besides like Wizard 101, which is
The worst possible thing in any MMO is you log in and there's no one else there. And that's kind of what happens with retail an hour out from the other videos I've seen when people make characters. Like you see people right when you make the character, but then you kind of go and then you kind of lose people. I love seeing other people. Like in Classic WoW, when you go to Duskwood, in Westfall, Elwyn, Duratar, Barrens, like there's always people, right? Well, unless you're in like a completely dead realm. But for the most part, if you're on the right realm, it's like pretty nice.
It's funnily like the most active MMO I've played. It was just cool to see people also starting their journey at the same time. So it's at this point where we start to encounter our next set of mildly infuriating bugs. My minimap had no markers or character locations whatsoever, so
sucks.
everything was all just like a shot in the dark here. In some ways, I guess we can say my first playthrough of retail was a little bit more similar to Classic than most people's. Oh my god, it's a goat!
Hungry.
Alright, yeah, but I'm looking at a goat. Hold on. For our next life-saving mission, Captain Garrick sends us off to hunt some of the local wildlife on the island and fix up some emergency snacks. I love how in all MMOs, there's always these NPCs that are requesting you, the apparently very special hero, to perform incredibly menial tasks that they could very easily perform themselves. But I guess I kind of understand where Captain Garrick is coming from here, because if you actually think about it, going out and getting your food, preparing it, and then having to cook it over a live fire would be painstakingly slow and annoying, which is something you thankfully will never have to worry about with the help of today's sponsor, Factor. Factor delivers fresh.
Okay, wow, that was actually pretty good because I didn't even see that coming at all. I was like, wow, I'm impressed. What I was gonna say though is, it actually is good. We were talking about this yesterday in the G-Bay video. If you go in too quick to just like save the world, it feels weird. You're like, bro, I'm level 1. So like doing the menial tasks is good for immersion. And in fact, like I think a lot of people make the argument that retail pushes you into things too soon. And funny enough, I'm going to be sponsored by Factor like next month or like next week or something. So this kind of works out, guys. We'll watch the full ad. Here we go.
Never frozen meals straight to your door in a nice box once a week. No shopping, or in this case, hunting local wildlife. No open campfires for cooking, and no mess to clean up after. I find Factor to be a great option for those times that you just want to sit down and finally play your game after a long day, but you want a healthier and more affordable option compared to getting takeout again. Personally, I struggle with some chronic health issues.
Will they be sending you 50 orders of steak and rice? I got some like the steak and like a lot of chicken, yeah.
But with Factor, there's over 100 meal, breakfast, and shake options to pick from, with completely transparent ingredient lists always available on their website.
There was literally over 100. I looked last night because we have the sponsor coming up. Over 100. I was like, it was almost too many. Am I allowed to say that? Because I'm not sponsored yet. It's like almost too many. It's like, holy crap, 100 options?
I'm glad to share that Factor has banned over 175 unsafe ingredients from their dishes and have a bunch of Mediterranean-inspired options for people concerned with their gut health. But if you're a little bit more like Ilaria here and in need of your hearty meats, there's plenty of variety for anything you might be in the mood for. If you would like to give Factor a try, head to factor75.com or click the link below and use my code CloverGirlyFFB for 50% off your first box with free daily greens. There's one per box with active subscriptions, and free meals are applied as a discount on your first box. New or returning subscribers only, and varies by plan. Sign up today and see how Factor works out for you. After serving Ilaria her meats, we push deeper onto the island with Captain Garrick now in tow.
What is that? What is that? A juggler?
It's some type of ogre, it looks like.
Draugr? I don't know.
Drockgar.
Let's go find out, actually. I'm incredibly curious.
I don't think it...
I still can't see. I'm blind. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
Drockgar.
Okay. Drockgar.
That's really awesome. Oh, I can talk to him? I'm not messing with that. I don't really know what's going on. I'm not messing around with that just yet. Level 30 elite. Okay, good thing we didn't go over there.
Over here. The Quillbore are conducting some sort of ritual.
Guy's taming a goat. She likes that. Yeah, you can get one too.
What did he just do to that goat? Oh my
tamed
gosh, he
it.
like smooched that goat. What just happened? I've
Yeah.
got some good news and some very, very bad news.
The hunt goat.
As a hunter, you need a trustworthy beef at your side, or else Quillbore will slaughter you. Do I get to kiss my own goat?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
hell
do.
yes. Oh my god, I think that we get our own goat. That's so
I mean, you
awesome.
can get any pet. You don't need a goat.
I'm out of range.
No.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yes. Okay.
Nice.
Not kill it. We want to be friends. All right.
Okay,
From what I
she
can
likes
gather,
the
the
goat.
Quillbore are performing a shadow ritual on
Okay.
one of the expedition members. Slay Grekog and save the captive member from the expedition. He may know where the others were taken.
That expedition
Oh.
is counting on us.
Whoops. Wait. Hold on, guys. L. Okay. No, not L. What was it? I? It was L. Okay. I thought that was map. Sorry. That brings up the same thing. Okay. Slay 7 Quillbore within the Quillbore Briar Patch. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Cool. Can we name our pet?
Rename.
Rename!
Nice.
Oh, what's it gonna be our pet's name? I tried to give our new goat my name of choice, but for some reason the name Vegeta was classified as reserved, whatever that means, I don't know. So we
Wait,
had
you
to
can't-
settle for second best.
What?
How come we can do Goku but we can't do Vegeta?
Yeah,
That's
Vegeta's better than
stupid.
Goku in her
Alright,
world.
just deal with
Crazy
this.
perspective.
My first
She probably
impressions
also likes
here
retail
are
better.
really
I don't know.
great. Overall, everything
Huh?
has been smooth and easy to understand for players of all different skill levels. And instead of just like being thrown in and expected to figure it out, there's a decent bit of structure and there's still intrigue there with the little engaging story unfolding in the background.
I like how on this, like as this video progresses, you just see Father Crumb. I don't know if you guys have noticed, this little gnome has been around since the starting zone. And they're just playing together. Little Father Crumb, I have my eyes on you.
Even early on, I'm appreciating the character design a lot and the atmospheric design. It's all really whimsical and lighthearted, which surprised me a bit since my impression of the Warcraft games are much more dark and a little bit, I think you guys are going to know what I'm talking about here, but a little bit cold, I suppose. It's really difficult to describe that early American fantasy RPG style. I'm not really sure what words to use, but I just had a different impression of the series. We next
Blizzard, did you hear that? Dude, I've been screaming this for years. This is like one of the biggest problems. It feels whimsical. Whimsical is a really good word to describe the art in WoW and retail. Like, it's Warcraft. Like, it can't, dude, to this day, it's still just like, goodness gracious, we need to redo this, man. It's still like, it's not too gone, right? Like, they could do a model update again and make them look like the original ones, but like up-res, so they actually look like way nicer, but like the same style, right? Is it too late? Okay, maybe it's too far gone. Maybe not, though. I can hope. I can
regroup
cope.
with the recovered expedition leaders and deploy some interesting tools to scope out the commotion ahead of us. From that, we find out that one of our dragon escorts, Wrathion, has been captured by ogres, and we begin crafting a kind of silly rescue mission.
Oh, they have a baby. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh, I love that. The ambiance here is so amazing. I really love it. It just feels really alive.
I found the interactive elements like the Resize-O-Matic really engaging and just plain fun, and it helped keep everything interesting as compared to the usual get quest, do thing, turn in quest, repeat cycle of most MMOs. After following through with our plan to recover Wrathion through some odd methods, we cleared out the area, secured the target, and our objective now changes over to rescuing Kalagos, the second dragon still held captive by the ogres.
Chaotic ogres are trying to start a ritual to gain control of him and his magic. And there it is. Kalagos and his power will be theirs if these rituals finish.
I will do what I can to slow down their magic while our forces disrupt these foul rituals. We will not let Kalagos fall to such beasts. For the Alliance!
I was so excited at this part because another player actually approached me asking for my help with a boss. And it was just so awesome that other people were actually online. I kid you not, this was like my first time being approached on an MMO, and it made my whole impression of the game even more positive. After finishing up with our friend, which I later realized was for an optional quest I did not accept and then could not finish on my own without help later on, I progressed forward to explore the rest of the island and save the last 2 remaining expedition members.
That actually brings a smile to my face to know that in retail in 2026, a new player whispered another new player and they grouped and did a quest together. Like, that's actually heartwarming. I didn't know this still happened. Like, maybe I'm too cynical about it, but like that is great. That, like, yes, that's fantastic. That's a W.
I find it a little strange that you don't see yourself on the minimap. That's
it's completely plugged
intriguing.
out.
Fresh meat.
That's a cool design. I like the purpley colors. That's fun. I like when things are colorful. Yeah. Burn that thing. Burn that. What was it? What was it called? A totem? Burn that totem. Oh, they are really cool. I love humanoid monster enemies.
She's playing like either first person or like just off of first person always. The immersion this way, for the record, is way better. But you can't really see anything either. But I'm all for it. Like, for the immersion, it's great.
But she's a little bit different.
Look at that.
It's like the goth harpy.
It's like we're playing New World.
At least I won't starve.
Oh, that's a little sad, actually. I don't know. This place is magical. We'll get to you in a second, Verity. But just look at this. Wow. I love the way that looks. The flat rendered skulls. That's awesome.
Dude, she might like retail better. I'm not gonna lie. She might like retail better than Classic. I don't know how Classic's gonna compete with this if it's like the... Yeah, I don't know. Let's see.
Got him. All right, cool.
Before we were allowed to continue on our rescue mission, I had to complete a couple job-related quests that helped teach me how to actually use the skills that I've been learning. Which I actually really liked that there was some structure here, and it made me feel like I had some concept of what I was supposed to do instead of just guessing around. Because honestly, I probably would not have understood these things as much without the help of Huxworth. I have prior experience with games and MMOs, so I can see how this is a little bit of like drawn out hand-holdiness, but on the flip side, I do see the value in making it accessible for newbies who might not have this same experience.
This is just gonna be a pet simulator now. That's great. This is my new main focus. I wonder what else we can make pets. I think we probably couldn't make, Oh, let's get a deer! Wait! Come on. Oh, can't, oh, I have to make them stop moving?
Those are...
Oh! I can do it!
Oh!
Oh, they don't like me.
Oh, you're getting owned. Oh, all the other does are not happy with that. You yoinked one.
Oh, they,
Dial in.
Oh, they hate me.
Feign death, something.
Oh, they hate me.
Yeah,
wait, we can feign death.
Stop, yep.
Right?
Yo, well played.
Okay.
Although your stack's gonna die.
Let's move.
Bounce.
Let's move.
Your
They don't
new
like
pet's
it.
gonna die.
Are they still on me? No, go away. No. I'm in a safe area. Go away. Okay, I think we made it.
There we go.
I think we got it.
There we go.
Okay, you're injured. Recuperate to restore. Okay. Watch as your health recovers. Amazing. Oh, they're just hanging out now. Oh.
Nice.
Hello. It's a little family. Oh, he's so cool. I hope they're not coming back to beat me up. I'm just gonna avoid them.
Okay, so you might notice a bit of an outfit change here. I was a little pressed for time and had to return and finish the next day. So if you
I feel like this is getting close to the 2. I mean, she's only 7, but like this has got to be close to like 2 hours, right? Between character creation, logging in, running around, because she's really taking her time. It's probably almost 2 hours
were
already.
wondering, that's why.
I'm also going to take this as my chance to mention if you're interested in watching a mostly unclipped version of my gameplay experience here, that is available on my Patreon, along with a whole bunch of other exclusive content.
I need a target.
Nice. Area
That's it.
looting. Looting, of course, will now also loot all nearby enemies.
Oh, I didn't know that
Awesome.
wasn't
Okay.
level 1.
Get a new piece
Weird.
of gear. What?
Is it bugged?
Why does it keep doing this?
What? You just right click it. Is it bugged?
This seems to be a problem.
It
We
might be
finally got
bugged.
rid of that. I don't know what was going on. Run the exiled.
I don't know.
Okay.
You will be
More like
quivering for the
dead the exiled. Got him. Ow. Oh, he's draining my spirit? Can I break that? Okay. I don't like that. Is he gonna blow up? Come on. Okay, I knew it. I knew
I
it.
need to return the favor. Hop on.
Chaz piece
Hop
is
on.
totally
Oh.
broken. I don't know.
She's a druid. That's
Shield us from
awesome.
harm.
I guess we just sit around for the ride. Man, this kind of makes me regret not being a druid. This seems awesome.
These poor creatures. We cannot stop to help them.
She's totally gonna like retail more. Holy crap.
People and dealing with those
It's a good
spiders.
perspective
Spiders
though.
were victims too. They just lost their home.
Yeah. Well, I guess you could see it that way.
You should have known better than to say that to a druid.
You were just telling me how much you hate spiders.
The light
LOL.
shines
Okay.
on all creatures.
We're chilling.
That does not
Switch up
mean
real
I have to
fast.
like them.
Yeah, she's very
Real.
zoomed in.
Together, we'll see our way through this.
Prepared with our new understanding of our class skills, we were now ready for the final push. Hello, fellow ogres.
sacrifices. Go to cooking pit. Wave at Gorgroth.
Got it. Ooh,
What
that guy.
do we have here?
Wave. Nice.
Take them to the back.
Nice.
Dance in the
Like we
cooking
did
area
their
optional?
leader. Then all will bow before us. This one.
So I don't know if it's just me, but like those first few minutes of the playthrough, you saw a bunch of players around her. Now I feel like you're not seeing as many. I don't know what it is with retail, if they phase you really quick. It must be that. They must phase you really quick to where like everyone starts together and then you just start getting phased. I mean, she hasn't mentioned that, and I'm biased, so don't take it from me, but I feel like that's got to be some type of like issue, right? Because you're playing the game as an MMO. You want to talk to other players in group and experience that. Being phased this fast is like crazy to me, right? I mean, I get phasing is cool from a technical perspective on what you can accomplish, and have the server stability and all this kind of stuff. Like that's great, but from a player standpoint, not seeing players as much. Maybe you still see them sometimes, but like to get phased so quickly feels just like wrong.
Got some
Oh yeah.
You dance good.
Thank you,
She's liking the
brethren.
dancing. There we
I
go.
think you're taking the ogre act a little too far.
Nah, definitely not. See you later, brothers. Wug.
Wog.
I really did like these guys. I hate to have to kill them. Unfortunate. They were cool.
I need to target something first.
Sorry, Wug. So far during the time I've spent playing, I've been pretty impressed by the atmospheric design. I noticed a lot of intentional environmental storytelling, like the way the different areas are designed was more than just your average place assets randomly here kind of setup. And I can tell it was thoughtfully and lovingly done. The ogres had a fun little base and it felt very lived in, like the enemies were really using and living in this space. I wanted to mention this because terrain and environmental design, I feel like is kind of an aspect of games that often gets overlooked since it's enhancing the experience on a more subconscious level for most players, but it's definitely a major part of the overall enjoyment of everything, and retail really delivered here on this front.
I mean, I agree. Like the world, not the experience from player to player, because that can be tough with facing, like we just mentioned, but the world itself, like when you're going around some of these new zones in Midnight or War Within, or any of the modern expansions, and you're looking around, like the world itself, the trees, the sunlight, the shadows, like, is pretty darn beautiful, right? That is one of the big pros, I would say, for sure.
After dealing with all the ogres, we got to experience a little taste of what dungeons are like.
We've almost cleared the room. Keep pushing.
Like a two-man dungeon.
What'd I get?
I guess.
All right, I can't be bothered with this right now. Please leave me alone, tutorial. Oh my god. All right, what's this new gear that I've got? Okay. Maybe it'll just go away if we equipped it. Jeez. Please. Okay. Go away. Hello, trunk.
That's one of Gorgrot's top lieutenants.
Tonk.
A little rat.
Nice.
Or spider. Hello, spider. Decaying corpse.
Okay.
Oh, lovely. Oh, it's our dragon friend. No. Is that an evil dragon? Oh no, it's our friend, I think. We had two dragons in the beginning. Alright, I'm a little confused.
So this isn't a dungeon, it's like a campaign quest or like an objective or something. And this looks like another player. So she's like two-manning this. I wonder how she found the group. Because that's pretty cool. Like grouping with other players and, having that experience. I wonder how she found that group. It's like a scenario, yeah.
The bosses are immune to status effects.
Oh, is it an NPC? It's not a real player? It looks like a real player because there's like a dash, TXT dash.
No! He's completing the ritual!
Nothing happened.
That's totally a real player, right?
We stopped it!
Yeah.
I think so too. I feel like I should mention here while we fight Kalecgos that I actually had no idea who Kalecgos and Rathian were while playing. Like, I was hearing what the NPCs were saying, but I didn't put it together somehow that they were the same dragons that were with us in the beginning of everything. Oh, they're the dragons. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. Okay. Okay, this was him the whole time. Okay, cool. He also has an awesome outfit. His feet look like they're clipping into the floor, though. Okay, let's not worry about that.
How can I help?
Of course, you can consider aspects to be the leaders of their respective dragon flights. There are blue, red, green, bronze, and black, red, green, bronze. Let me try one more time. There are black, red, green, bronze, and blue. My dragonflight is focused on the preservation of arcane magic. I'm ready to get out of here. Okay, now we can probably see his feet.
So I think that was like kind of in line with Jibei's criticism from yesterday, where he was saying that like on classic WoW, you're not just like thrown into this story of like you're gonna do something epic in the first 2 hours. Like in retail, they kind of do that, right? Like right away, we're saving this, we're stopping this massive ritual. Like this is, it's definitely very different, which you could see as a pro, really, or a con. I think for long-term storytelling, it is a con. It breaks the world. But for like short-term engagement, you could argue it's a W. It's like, oh, cool. Like I'm hooked, I'm gripped, I'm important and meaningful. So. But then it kind of breaks the world in the long term of like stretching out to play the game for a few years. It might be fun for a few hours, but then it's like, okay, well, what's the point of all this? Breaks the immersion,
the little
right?
Pointy shoes. I like that. Cool outfit. I also like his hair. Really good designs here. I'm really satisfied. They all feel very like whimsical, and I'm really digging the whimsy. I guess our only.
All right, like, look. If you like whimsical, the retail art style, I guess, could be for you. And I'm not hating on that. But for World of Warcraft, I don't think it should be whimsical. I just don't, right? Once again, no shade, no hate towards the retail art team. They actually crush it with the environment and the landscape, but the doesn't feel like Warcraft. It feels like it should be a whole different game. They're crushing it, but it feels like it should be a whole different game.
Okay. Option now is to head out.
I did not expect to see you again so soon, my friend. After you'd answered the call of the Isles.
Something has happened, Khadgar. Something terrible.
Kalecgos, tell me.
It all happened so quickly. And Rathian, young as he is, bravely or perhaps foolishly tried to stop it. But he was too late. The Tempest had already been unleashed.
That's like the big evil dragon
She
in the
let
How to
me
Train Your
live.
Dragon movie.
With a message. They are coming to cleanse the world of the Titan's stain. Alexstrasza, who is she? What is she?
She is Razagath, youngest of the primal incarnates.
Incarnates?
4 dangerous adherents of the elemental forces.
The
At the dawn of the
primals.
aspects,
That sounds
our
familiar.
flights embraced the Titan's gifts. They did not.
The war that followed was
They're cool, these new guys.
unimaginable. And it took all of our strength combined to banish them.
If they were so dangerous, why were they not destroyed?
I hadn't the heart to do it. We were once as clutchmates.
Time, it seems, has not quelled their fury. And look at us. Should she free her kin now, we haven't the strength to stop them. And if Iridicrum's hunger is unleashed,
Then we have no choice. If we are to be protectors once more, the aspects of our dragonflights must be made anew.
Our queen is determined, Khadgar. But we've only just begun to find who we are again. And I fear that without help, we may never get the chance to see our future secured.
then it seems the mortal races too must answer the call and face the storms ahead.
That's us. Oh, that's cool artwork. Oh my gosh, they look so awesome in this art. Heck yeah.
So I'm conflicted on whether or not like this many pretty like epic or like somewhat solid cutscenes are a good or bad thing for gripping the player. Like in classic WoW, you're not gonna have a cutscene for like a while. Obviously you have the intro cutscene, but besides that, it's just gonna be like questing. I'm trying to think of like the first classic cutscene. Is there any besides the intro? There's gotta be one. There's gotta be something. But anyway, I'm trying to think if it like detracts from the gameplay and getting you hooked, or if it adds that hook. I can't really like decide. I guess it might depend on the kind of player and what they're looking for. So the first one is like the Wrath Gate, Wrath opening gate. It was the first cutscene. Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm a little conflicted because I can see how for a brand new player, it gives you direction and purpose. Like, why should I care? But at the same time, to like G-Bay's point, it feels a little like it breaks the immersion. It's a little redundant. Like, okay, every player needs to heed the call. Like, you know, it's like, what's actually going on here? I mean, what it really is you have just that modern MMO and the classic one. It's just is so different. It's so hard to compare. And I guess it depends what players are looking for too. If you're looking for like that, almost like an RPG, just like almost like a solo RPG playthrough game, like these cutscenes are nice to add direction and purpose and storytelling. But I don't know, in an MMO right away, it just feels like, where's like playing with like talking to other people and seeing other people? Like it's like classic WoW is all about like the world and other players that are inhabiting it. And I feel like we're not seeing that here. But Anyway, we're gonna get to the classic part soon.
With the island secured and Caligo safe, he brings us to the Dragon Isles, concluding the little intro area and bringing us to presumably the rest of the game and the end of my initial play session.
Okay.
That's an awesome eagle, wild feather. Oh, sweet. Maybe we can make him a pet. What's this one?
No,
it's a bunny.
Don't think you can tame a bunny.
I was like, the one thing that's gonna make this game better is if there were bunnies. Wait a minute.
There's like everything in this game.
Can I?
No, don't think you can.
Can I?
No.
Yeah.
No, you don't want a bunny fighting for you.
No,
you can't.
I can't make him my pet. That is tragic.
If that was me, I'd probably right-click on it.
Is there any way that I could have him as a pet in the future? That is devastating.
Nah.
Oh. I have a lot of thoughts. I especially like the structure. It all felt like a purposeful chain of events with a final goal rather than just the average random asks from random NPCs. But I want to save my reflections for the end of the video
Classic
and hop
time.
right into Classic now.
Okay.
Okay, it's time for the part of the video where we try out Classic.
I think she's gonna like retail for sure. We'll see. So 2.5 hours, level 10. She felt like there was purpose, probably from the cut scenes and the quests. She liked the art. Like, it's classic time. Like, we'll see.
Now, let's just go ahead and start making our character because you know that's going to take a while. Okay, so there are significantly less race options here than in retail, which I suppose makes sense. This will definitely make the process here a little bit shorter, I hope. So on the Alliance, we have humans, the dwarves, night elves, and the gnomes. And then on the Horde side, we have the orcs, undead, tauren, and the troll. So I guess that's like our main original 8 races. I want to preemptively say that I think I'm just going to go ahead with the Alliance again. It's interesting to see the differences between like how these races have evolved in the retail version with all like the graphical updates and everything. Especially the trolls have really had a bit of a glow up in retail. This one's pretty cool though, actually. I quite like that. If I was gonna go for Horde, I would probably pick a...
So, yeah, someone in the chat says retail is objectively the better game, but classic is objectively the better experience, in my opinion. Well, if it's your opinion, then it's not objective. But anyway, I don't know if that makes much sense, because if classic is delivering a better experience, but the game is worse, and retail has a better game but delivers a worse experience, wouldn't that just mean retail's a worse game? Right? Anyway, I was just like trying to chew on that for a second. It's like, I don't think so, but...
Troll, to be honest. Okay, I think I'm deciding between night elf and human. I'm assuming they start off.
They just deliver two different things, right?
Places. You know what? I don't want to overthink it this time. I think we're just gonna go right with human. I think that's kind of
human starting zone.
Like the iconic starting place for WoW, if I remember correctly. Honestly, I don't really know, but I think I'm just gonna go like pretty basic this time.
The first thing I noticed, of course, was that there were a lot less race options here compared to retail. And in general, there were just a lot less options for everything, which is not necessarily a problem. I just personally love character customization, so more is always better to me. But I wasn't necessarily dissatisfied with any of the options here. What did stick out to me here was the style compared to WoW in its shiny, polished state. There were a lot less polygons here, and it was just really cozy and homely. Okay, for today's journey, we're going to be accompanied by Clovery, our human warrior. I decided to just go basic with it and not overthink it. I just want to get that like very basic classic WoW experience. I feel like warrior human is like the iconic way to start. So
yeah, let's do it.
Let's just do it.
Yeah, cool. Human warrior, perfect. Starting zone, good, nice. Warrior's fine. Warrior's fine.
The noble humans of Stormwind are a proud.
Look at that. People in the city right there.
Though the recent invasion of the demonic Burning Legion.
Man, I'm such a classic Andy. Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
The defenders of Stormwind
stand vigilant against any who would threaten the sanctity of
This is
their
the only
land.
cutscene, though. This is the only
Nestled in the
cutscene
foothills
in
of
Classic
Elwyn
WoW
Forest,
for the whole game, I think.
Stormwind City
Or maybe
is one
for
of the last
a long time.
bastions
I
of
think for the whole
human
game.
power in the world. Ruled by the Child King Anduin Rin.
I'm not 40,
the
I'm
people of
32.
Stormwind remain steadfast in their commitment to the Grand Alliance. Backed by their stalwart allies, the armies of Stormwind have been called away to fight the savage horde on distant battlefields. With the armies gone, the defense of Stormwind now falls to its proud citizens. You must defend the kingdom against the foul mongrels that encroach upon it, and hunt down the subversive traitors who seek to destroy it from within. Now is the time for heroes. Now humanity's greatest chapter can be told.
Ah, so good. Oh my gosh. Oh, so good.
I love how I just like panned into a different player that wasn't me. Okay, welcome to World of Warcraft. When you encounter something new, a help button will appear in the bottom center of your screen. Click the button for a brief explanation of how to interact with that part of the world.
Yep.
These hints will start with the basics and then progress to more advanced topics as you gain an experience.
Yep.
Thank you for playing and good luck in your adventure. I guess we'll display the tips. I feel like I could probably use that. Okay, so I am already seeing a huge difference between this and retail. Just like right off the bat, we start this one with an actual setup of a story, which I really appreciate. While I really like the atmosphere of retail, I do feel like we were just kind of thrown in without any kind of explanation on why we should care about anything that's going on. This place is so cool. Okay. I love this area. Wow. The style is so great and nostalgic. It makes me nostalgic for something that I didn't even...
I think I'm just old, guys. Like, when I see this, I'm just like when I see Northshire Valley, I'm just in love. Like, I'm just like, oh, this is, oh, so great. Like, the low poly, like, just the world as it, oh, it's just so good. But I think I'm just old, man. I might just be old. Like, it really moves me, man. I spent so much of my life in my childhood here. It's like, it's just great. You know?
Experience. Hello.
You need something?
I hope you strapped your belt on tight, young warrior, because there is work to do here in Northshire, and I don't mean farming. The Stormwind guards are hard-pressed to keep the peace here, with so many of us in distant lands and so many threats pressing close.
I want to level another warrior in.
And so we'll listen to aid of anyone willing to defend their home and their alliance.
Oh, she found where to turn it in. Nice.
Marshall McBride, hello. Hey, citizen, you look a stout one. We guards are spread a little thin out here and could use your help. I quite like how the quest boxes kind of unveil themselves as they go. It's pretty engaging. I think it's kind of unique and nice. Your first task is one of cleansing Clovery. A clan of kobolds have infested the woods to the north. Go there and fight the kobold vermin you find. Reduce their numbers so we may one day drive them from Northshire. Okay. Our first little bout of action. Let's see how it goes. Before heading off to take care of Marshall McBride's kobold issues, I picked up a couple side quests to complete along the way to familiarize myself with the combat system. Everything has been very figure it out yourself aside from the little tip boxes that pop up here and there, but I don't necessarily view this as a bad thing. Sometimes figuring it out and using just a little bit of your brain can be some of the fun. I encountered a bit of a learning curve when it came to the auto attack, but I think that was genuinely also me just being stupid and having basic comprehension issues. Also not explained was the rage system, which allowed me to use stronger warrior skills when I accumulated enough rage from auto attacking. Warrior abilities require rage. Rage is gained when you cause damage or take damage. In order to use this, we need 15 rage. Okay. Got it.
Congrats.
So that used up our rage. Okay, so when I hit the attack thing, it will take me...
You're standing on the fire, too.
Out of attack?
Yeah, she's gonna die.
It seems like? Yeah. And then after that, I died. On the very first quest.
What?
Wow, you guys were right. Yep, you guys, everyone's like, rip, she's gonna die. Level 2. Yeah, yup, that's how it is. I mean, that's just how it is. So classic confirmed is harder than retail, right guys? Do we all agree? I mean, this just proves it. Kind of how it is.
I died? Already?
And very suddenly, it dawned on me, there were no screen elements or special effects to alert you to your current status.
That's
I felt
good.
like such a pampered
like
new age gamer here because this is just simply not something I ever really had to worry about much before in other games. After my wake-up call, I started to get into the flow of it and began to really enjoy the ambiance of it all. I noticed a big difference between my energy playing Classic compared to the retail starting area. It was definitely less engaging in the way of constant things happening and stimulating you, but it wasn't necessarily boring by any means either. I wasn't really being...
I love the Classic feel though of like it's low stim, right? Like you're not just like here, like upgrade, quest, cuts. It's just like, it gives you room to breathe. It's like, all right, put you in the world. Let me just like kill some mobs for a little bit. Chill, you know. I love that.
To any specific path or direct story here.
I'm old,
it was
yeah, I'm
overall
32.
less structured, which has its pros and cons for sure. It's just a different experience altogether. This is such a wonderful early gaming environment. Can we equip any of this? We don't have any gloves. Okay, cool. Leather vest. Guess we can put that on. Right? What's this? Recruit shirt. Okay, so we have a chest and then we have like a shirt option. Okay, cool. All right, getting a little dripped out. Okay. The starting outfit is really awesome though. I do really like it. Let's kill some more kobolds. Hopefully we're a little bit more robust now. Take a little bit less damage. Oh yeah, I think we're already doing a lot better. I continued on to fight the kobolds per request, but I eventually realized that you had to specifically make sure you were fighting the correct enemy, which is something I am also not used to happening. Oh, am I not getting progression from fighting the workers? Do I need to fight only the vermin?
Yeah.
Yes, it does seem that that is true. Okay. Yeah. Oops. 2 armor versus 4 armor. Don't mind if I do. And a cloak. Is this a vermin? Good, that's what we need. So I don't think that the workers were going towards our little quest here. Uh-oh.
Buffs up. Nice.
What is that?
Some buffs.
Mark of the Wild increases armor by 65 and all attributes by 2. That's awesome. Causes 3 nature
Why is there a druid in Northshire Valley? Like a low level. Huh.
damage to attackers. Why'd that happen? Okay.
Who is that? Is she streaming this?
I'm very happy about that, but I'm a little confused where that came from. Oh, we're going so much faster now. Whoa, okay, let's finish up these guys. Hello, Clovery. I'm getting hungry. Did you get that tough wolf meat? Here you go. You've been busy. I can't wait to cook up that wolf meat. I have some things here you might want to take your pick. To be honest, I think what I have might be better. Maybe the bracers. No, 25. Shoes, 34.
Yeah, compare some.
Okay, I'll just take these.
Yeah, just
Man, the kobolds
Yep.
have better armor than the humans. No wonder we're having a hard time taking care of them. Jeez. Who are these guys over here? Godric Rothgar. What's up with you? Is he a shopkeep? We can sell some junk.
Honor, friend.
Aha. Okay, let's...
I supply only the finest goods.
She's looking for the sell all button. She maybe should have started with classic, because yeah, there's so many things that are like, that's just not there.
Oh, why was that oddly sensual? Can we hear that again?
See you around. What can I do for you?
Okay, Dermont Johns, let's see what you've got. Looking around, I feel like even though retail is like touted as this very like whimsy, Disney-ified kind of game, I think that Classic has a lot of its own whimsy. It's just in a different font, if that makes...
Does this look whimsical? Because people have told me this. I don't know if I see this. A lot of people in the chat are saying yes. A lot of people are, some people are saying no. To me, this doesn't look whimsical. It's stern eyebrows. His stern chin and upper lip. Stern eyebrows down. Like, it's not whimsical. It doesn't seem or feel whimsical, but people say this. I'm trying to understand because she just said it too. No, don't. Yeah, someone says, agree with Xaryu, you're wrong. No, I'm really trying to see the other side here. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to gain perspective. Like, to me, this doesn't feel that way, but I'm trying to see. I mean, are you saying the tree? Maybe like the tree is like the style of the polygons. The humans don't feel that way. Look at Clovery's face. Passive. It's almost like a old photo from like the mid 1900s or something, where they're all just like stone cold. You know, it's like, it just doesn't feel whimsical. Like, that's just not the right word for it. I just don't see it. But I guess I'm wrong. Let me look up the technical definition of whimsical. Maybe I'm just. It is something to describe something that is playful, imaginative, or unpredictably charming. Yeah, that's what I thought. Is this whimsical? Is this whimsical? Is this whimsical? Is this whimsical? Is anything about this whimsical? Playful, imaginative, unpredictably charming. I just don't see it. I guess I'm wrong, but like everyone in the chat disagrees with me. So like clearly I'm missing something. I will say this. If everyone around me tells me that the sky is green and I see blue, I don't know if I'm really the type of person to say, okay, yeah, it's green. I still see blue, guys. I'll call it as I see it, even though I'm in the minority here. I don't see it. I just don't see whimsical in this. Even if everyone else agrees or disagrees with me, I'll call what I see. I will call it as I see it. I don't see that. Sorry.
Makes sense. It's still very whimsical. It's just done differently.
Marshall McBride gave us another Kobold-related quest, and I got the chance to pick up a new class skill from the warrior trainer Lane along the way.
Ah, you got my letter, Clovery. Good. There's been an influx of warriors in Elwyn recently, which is good for Stormwind, but bad for the Kobolds and Defias in the area.
See you around.
Defias? I don't freaking know. Okay, get yourself squared away, learn the layout of the land, and come back to me whenever you need training. I'll be here night or day. This guy never sleeps. Lelaine, awake 24/7. He's a special kind of breed of man. The Knights of the Silver Hand have done well in making this place fairly safe, but as you meet other citizens, I think you'll find they have problems they could use some help with. Help a warrior can give them good luck. I don't know why I literally can't read any of these quests today.
See
Jeez.
you later.
What level are we? 3. Okay, so when we get up to 4, we can come back to Lelaine and he'll teach
Learn
us
some new stuff. Yeah.
some more tricks of the trade, I suppose.
So you have to like drag it from the spell book. Yeah.
All right, what are we doing now? Kobolds, I
Battle
believe,
shout.
correct.
Yeah, we don't have. Oh,
well,
wait. She already did?
It does not appear that there's anywhere on the map.
Does it automatically place it? Hold on, I'm going to go back.
3. Okay, so when we really can't use some help with. Help a warrior can give them good luck. I don't know why I literally can't read any of these quests today.
See
Jeez.
you later.
What level are we?
Oh, maybe I think she drags it here.
I believe
Anyway.
correct. Well,
Unless it automatically win.
it does not appear that there's anywhere on the map to tell us where to go.
Nice.
So we're just gonna have to figure it out, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's
what I love. That's what I love.
This kind of looks like a cave over there. So I'm gonna head over there. We have to camp to the Echo Ridge mine to the north, which that is the north. Okay. Let's head up over there. I believe that this is the correct... Is there an auto walk? No. Cool. Don't know why I tried.
There
So let's
is,
head
but it's
up over
probably a different
there and
keybind.
see if my instincts are correct.
And then I encountered a bit more confusion again about
Players.
what enemy to kill. The quest specified kobold workers, and I was only finding kobold laborers within the described area in my quest log. It was really interesting to see how much my brain relied on having some kind of marker on my target enemies to do that mental work for me.
Yep.
These are all laborers, no? What the hell? Am I missing something?
After I searched the mine like twice over, I realized that there was just no way the kobold workers could be here, and I finally came up with the idea to go and check outside instead.
Okay, so I'm assuming the next quest is gonna kill the laborers. Did all that for nothing. All right. It's okay,
Nice.
we were doing a little recon. It's all right.
Nice.
They have little candles on their head. Oh my god, I just noticed. I was like, why are they dropping candles? Is that how they see in the mines? That's really cute. Oh my god. This is such a delightful little...
It's just, dude, retail and classic are just such different games. Because, like, to me, that's like almost like charming, right? You're gonna spend like 15 minutes like thinking like, where is this mob? And maybe reread the quest text like a couple times and like just like you're really like sinking your teeth into this experience and this MMO and sinking time into. But that's whimsical, charming. Yeah, I'm saying the quest is like the quest, not the art, guys. I'm always freaking out. I'm not saying the art is charming. I mean, I guess it is kind of charming in a different way. But I was talking about the quest. Anyway, the quest design, the fact that it makes you think and it makes you like you just spend time, right? It's not a race. You're not trying to get anywhere. You're just like there. I just love that, right? Chat. Yeah.
Forest starting area. Little forest areas in every MMO are just so charming. I feel like it's something that I never get sick of. I think a lot of people want something new when it comes to gaming experiences, like a brand new, never before seen experience, something different, never done before. Personally, I am very happy and content to just kind of do the same things that I like over and over and over again. It's good for a reason. It's like, oh, that's so cliche. Yeah, it's cliche because people like it. So why would you reinvent the wheel?
True, yeah,
just do the thing that everybody likes. We all just gotta stop trying to be so different. Just admit that it's good and enjoy it, man. I don't like hearing all of these kobolds in our mind. No good can come of this. Here, take this as payment, and when you're ready to speak to me again. I'd like you to go back to the mines one more time. All right, I think I'm pretty sure what we're gonna have to do now.
Nice. Laborers.
Oh my gosh. I love how they're just flat images. It's so charming though. Like, can you really look at that and tell me that it's bad? I mean, like, I guess
no,
it
it's
is
beautiful.
Objectively.
I've never zoomed that close into a flower in WoW before. Like, I've been playing for I don't think I've ever zoomed in that close, but that's actually like better. That's like better art than I thought it was. I thought it was like more polygons, or I guess less. Yeah, less polygons. More polygonal. Less polygons. Anyway, I've never actually looked. You could say whimsical. It's not the word I was using, but if you guys want to use that word, you could.
Bad, but doesn't it just like warm your heart? The little one-dimensional flower pictures. Like, I don't know. There's just a charm to it.
2D, I guess.
And I can't see it as bad. I can just see it as charming, personally.
I picked up some more side quests from Deputy Willem related to the Defias Brotherhood and got an opportunity to get a new weapon and explore around a bit more.
All right, let's think about where we might need to go. There is no more zooming in. I'm just gonna follow this path, I suppose. It seems like there is a farm. Okay, so here's the river. There's a little bit of a bridge over there. I'm sure we could just walk across the river though, like without a bridge. Right? Maybe? I think so. The bandits are somewhere by the... Okay, I suppose these are the bandits. Yes.
You guys are such
At
trolls.
this point, I was just spending my time enjoying the vibes and the chill back and forth loop while taking in the sights and sounds around me.
You need something?
You're no warlock. I have no time for you, but... Oh, geez. That's okay. I wouldn't trade Lelaine for the world. I don't need any of their demons. Jeez. So stuck up. All right, Lelaine. Let's see what you've got.
Nice.
Okay,
charge. Let's go. Let's go. We're in now.
A deer?
If you get skinning, you could like kill it and skin it for the...
Oh my gosh.
For the leather.
It's so cute. Hello.
I could try to tame it if you want on a hunter, but it won't work.
Hey, buddy. What a silly little face. I love him. Hello,
Dude,
friend. He's eating the grass. Oh my gosh. This is amazing.
You know what I also just... I think I'm figuring this out about myself after playing Minecraft. I actually just love low poly art. I just think it just has so much character. Like I just like I guess I'm just weird. Like I don't know. After playing Minecraft, I'm like, bro, Minecraft is a beautiful game. It's just like a bunch of blocks, but like man, it's really sick. And like classic WoW obviously looks, you know, better, has more texturing than like Minecraft, but like it's still like you know? You know? I don't know. Yeah, it might just be that I'm 32. I've played my whole life. You know, it's just like, oh, yeah. I mean, that looked like that to me. I mean, you can't really, like, that is perfect. Like, don't change a thing, man. That is perfect. Perfect. Yeah. That's like Mona Lisa level, almost. I mean, we could just kind of look at this all day if we want. We could. Jeez. All right, let's keep watching.
Peak game design, little bunnies and deer. Amazing. This is the best game ever. Now that is what I call style. That's a pretty nice set. Something that I also found a little funky is just that, to be honest, in retail, there weren't a lot of early armor options. Like everything that you would put on would look pretty similar. And not gonna lie, the sexiness of this one kind of peak design here as well. Garrick Padfoot, a cutthroat who's plagued our farmers and merchants for weeks, was seen at a shack near the vineyards, which lies east of the Abbey and across the bridge. Okay, I have to remember that. East of the Abbey and across the bridge. Bring me the villain's head and earn his bounty. But be wary, Clovery. Garrick has gathered a gang of thugs around him. He will not be an easy man to reach. Okay, so where would that be? East of the Abbey and across the bridge? Wouldn't that just be where we came from? Why would he not specify that that's literally where we were just sent? But, oh, a horse. Hello. That is a very nice horse model. I was expecting it to be a lot more janky. A lot of early games, for some reason, they struggle with the equine. But, that was impressive. Like, the deer was a lot more janky than that. Are deer considered, like, are they in the same family as horses? I don't know.
Deer and horses?
I believe.
I mean,
he has to be somewhere,
okay.
But there's no house here. A shack near the vineyards. Is there a shack here? That's not a shack. That's just
an
containers.
Outhouse. Looks like an outhouse.
Those are porta potties.
Yeah, that's what they are. Yeah.
I feel like if Shack was around here, we'd definitely see him. There's the shack.
Yeah,
right.
yep.
All right, Garrick.
Here we go.
Garrick's head. Ew. Let me just take your head and put it in my bag. Ew. After successfully handing over the severed head of Garrick Padfoot that was somehow stored inside our small bag, I picked up a stronger sword and commenced on a couple more side quests before finally venturing forth to Goldshire. I am not exactly sure how to get there, but I'm sure if we just follow this path, we'll probably find our way. A sheep? Why, hello. Oh, he's so cute. Little black-headed sheep.
This is almost like making me want to take some like art history class or something and just educate myself a bit more on why, like, it's just... It's you know, like you have like hyper realistic art that's like trying to mimic reality one-to-one, and then there's like art that isn't trying to mimic reality necessarily one-to-one. It's like when an artist designs things off like on purpose, but it gives it like this feel. Like when you look at like old art, like classical art, it's just like it look like some of the dimensions and stuff are off, but like on purpose, and it's like, should I say charming? You know, I almost want to understand that more. My wife is an artist. Maybe she can explain it to me a bit better. I just like it, man. I just really like it, you know?
I feel like it's kind of rare for MMOs, at least in my experience. I haven't played every MMO out there, but I feel like I've played my fair share, to be honest, of old and new MMOs. And I don't find, for whatever reason, it seems to be like a very simple and obvious thing that you should just do in an MMO. Many of them don't have just roaming, friendly critters and animals around. And most things are all just like hostile mobs to fight. And the inclusion of just having wildlife here and critters and little animals is so amazing, and I appreciate it so much. Oh, we made it to Goldshire. Cool. Okay, I knew we would. But the inclusion of like these little environment.
Oh my gosh, as she's saying this, I want the wolf to go up and kill the bunny. Holy crap, can you imagine? As she's saying this, the wolf just goes up and kills a rabbit or something.
Mental assets.
Please, no.
Really makes the game.
Gosh.
I think like that's a really big thing. In Goldshire, Marshall Duggan awarded us acting deputy status and tells us a little bit more about the currently strained political state of Azeroth, which is already way more information about the world than anything I got in the intro to Retail. Our next quest is to go and take care of some more kobolds. Again, except it's different this time because we have to go to a different mine. After checking out some of the shops and the inn around Goldshire, including some suspicious business in the Goldshire Inn basement. Oh, hello. I will say though, that is an amazing outfit, a demon trainer. I admit, I got a little antsy and I started making my way to Stormwind City to check out the entrance. But then I chickened out and walked back before taking-
Wait, where's the music? Show the music? Show the entrance!
A real look at the city. I trust that the main story will bring us there in due time. Remy 2 times. Why, hello there, Remy. The kobolds in these parts sometimes carry gold dust on them.
Wait, whoa. What about the entering Stormwind music? What the?
I am very much appreciating like the Skyrim thing where everybody has the same exact voiceover. You can find kobolds in the Fargo Deep. I don't know if I trust this guy 2 times. I feel like we're about to be scammed. This is like coercion. I don't know. A chicken. That might be the funkiest chicken I've ever seen in a video game.
This is such a funny video game review. It's like a lot of like the animals. It's like an animal-based review.
Waddling. Rest and relaxation.
Nice.
That is absolutely disgusting. Oh my god, they're like little bugs just...
Oh, I don't know if I'd describe that as like whimsical or not. Like
hovering around. William Pestle, you look identical to our friend Farley over here.
Yes.
Traveling baker? See, like that's just a cute little thing to have traveling baker. I don't know. Somebody had to think of that idea, put it in the game. I just love stuff like that. So if we stay on the path, it's not going to particularly bring us directly south. We might have to...
Yep, you gotta...
kind of stray off.
Yep, that's right.
The beaten path for this one.
Yep, south. Yep,
to be honest, I got a little lost trying to figure out where this next kobold issue was.
I love
My
that.
minimap was not expanding as quickly as I would have liked as I explored, and the enemies were getting harder than I could handle, and I even died a time or 2 before finding the right spot.
You know, she's running into players, but not many. I wonder what realm she's on. Because I feel like you see players around for sure, but like it's not like popping.
Alrighty then. I was pretty hesitant here to get off the beaten path since I was used to most games, especially in the beginning, basically directly mapping out where to go.
I mean,
even though
players,
the directions clearly stated to
here.
just go directly south and find the landmarks, I hesitated since that would take me off the path and just felt like the wrong decision since the structure would fall away and I would need to venture into the unknown without any quest markers.
That's classic. You fall into the unknown and you have to figure it out, and that's the magic, right? Like it's like, oh my god, where am I? What am I doing? Especially as a first time player. I feel like when you've been playing forever, it's very rare you might come into like a brand new situation, but for a first time player, it's like, yeah, get lost in it for a while. Like you're looking around and you're like, where the heck, what am I doing? It's not this guided experience. It's not like, okay, I'm just gonna follow this path all the way, right?
Billy, of course his name is Billy. Billy and his Chad dad over here. Okay, so this is kind of where we need to be. I'm assuming, okay, it's gonna be around right there. I need to scout the Fargo Deep Mine, large candles, and gold dust. Perhaps they'll have a large candle? Guess we'll find out. Large candle. Splendid. Okay.
Right when she looted the shiny red apple, I was like, oh great, you can get a bunch of gold and then make a gold apple so that if you fall into the lava, you'll have something to eat.
After a couple more near-death experiences, I slowly collected all the drops we needed for our quest and crawled back to civilization once more. All right, Remy two-timer. We've got your gold dust. Let me see your price.
Have a good one.
Thanks for the dust, Clovery. Here's your cash, and here's a token of
Save that
from
for
associates
Vesuvius.
of mine. You might find it
Or Patchwork.
useful. Bag of marbles.
Yeah.
Decrease target's chance to hit by 25% for 10. Bruh, that's nothing. Yeah.
That's nothing. It's one of the best items in the game. You save it for Nax Ramus. Save it for some end game.
For some reason, I thought we were like level 10, but we're only 6, it seems. What's next? Dragons? Well, do I got news for you, buddy?
For the Alliance.
Back inside the inn, William Pestle had another quest for us that would lead us back to Stormwind. So I took this as our best chance to explore the iconic city a bit more before hitting the 2-hour mark and logging off for the day. I already know the way. I believe it's this way. No, it's not that way. I believe it's this way. Yes. This is a common experience for me as I am incredibly directionally challenged. Well, okay. That's a lot. I was like, let's try and figure out where—
There's the Stormwind City music. She's unfazed by it.
where we need to go, but I see that there is absolutely no quest marker whatsoever.
Yeah,
okay,
nothing.
let's figure out where we need to go. Shipment of candles, Morgan, Pestles of
apothecary.
Stormwind Trade District. District.
Yeah.
District. Seems like it's going to be right ahead of us, so
I love this. You have to like piece
the
it
first
together.
step is making it through the gates.
Yeah.
Not to very much surprise, even after more than 20 years of its release, I entered the
there we
city
go.
walls to find a very active player base roaming the cobblestone streets, sitting on the steps of the
Yep.
bank, and
this is what's so nice too about Classic. Man, I'm such a Classic Andy, man. I'm so biased. But this is what's nice too, right? Like 2 hours of retail, you're not like in a main city with endgame players, like seeing in the community, but like right away you're going into Stormwind, right? I guess if you're a dwarf, you'll probably see Ironforge at some point. But if you're a night elf, maybe it would be a little longer to Darnassus, and Darnassus might be empty. But that's not the point. The point is like, bro, like seeing this, the low level sees the high level, and then the high level is sitting there AFK, but like, oh yeah, I remember back when I was a noob and I just started, and like then the low level sees the high level, it's like, oh, there's a horse, I'm like, you can get a mount, and like, why the weapons are glowing, holy crap, the weapons are on your back, I want to get, how do you get those, right? Such a good interaction right away, 2 hours in.
frequenting the shops. Excited for the future, I held myself back from looking around too much and called it a day. So I initially set out trying to understand what exactly people loved and remembered about this game so much. And with complete confidence, I can now say, I get it. In both retail and classic, there was just this comforting, cozy atmosphere at all times. Retail felt a bit more approachable and standardized with its clearly abundant amount of options and content compared to classic, which was obviously a little bit more rough around the edges. It's kind of hard to put words to, but classic just felt less cozy in that traditional sense and really felt like a authentic old school MMO experience. Something that left a good impression right from the start is that they both opened up with fully voice acted cutscenes to set the stage. There were bits of voice acting everywhere, incorporated into the gameplay loop where NPCs would have little lines when you interacted with them, and sometimes your character would even talk to you, usually when they couldn't do what you wanted them to do, and it felt very alive and engaging and enhanced my experience so much that I am actually fully convinced that this should absolutely be the standard when it comes to MMOs. MMOs by nature just really struggle with feeling like a slog in the gameplay loop, and I feel like this inclusion of voice acting really breaks up the monotony, and at least for me, it really helped keep it alive. But besides—
That was my question from earlier. It's like I couldn't decide, is breaking the immersion with cutscenes like something that is a good thing or a bad thing? And almost like as a classic Andy, it's like that feels just so weird. Like you just want to play the game. but like it sounds like she liked it, right? It's interesting.
As being the same core of a game, I think the similarities kind of end there in a weird way for me. Starting off with retail, the technical, older, and more established version of WoW, I really enjoyed myself while playing. There was always something to look at, something to react to, and it was definitely the faster paced and perfected version between the two. Traveling is optimized and quick, gameplay is quite
Whimsical.
self-explanatory with copious tutorials and built-in support, and there's always something changing and moving around you constantly.
Yeah,
if you
whimsical.
chose to look for it, there would always be something there to engage with. But you could also diverge from this path and start doing whatever you wanted. There was plenty of room to chill out or be fully engaged depending on what you wanted at the time. And in no way is this a bad thing. But after playing Vanilla Classic and seeing where the game started off, I can understand and see how there could be some dissatisfaction with retail from these early players. The game just grew basically into a completely different game with separate objective and goals. Neither are bad or objectively better than the other, just different. Retail is full of content, almost to an overwhelming point.
Yeah.
And it really left me with this grand impression that I was playing an almost 30-year-old game with a vast history, which makes me kind of think back on how much I've heard retail be expressed as the more approachable and beginner-friendly version of the two, which I do agree with, but only on a accessibility standpoint. When it came to actually understanding World of Warcraft and its story, I find that retail kind of fell short here. In my small time spent with Classic, I already sensed a story unraveling around me. There was some setup and explanation about what was going on in this world and how we're fitting into it all in our own small way. Retail and its updated starting point just throws you in and expects you to either have some kind of prior knowledge or to not really care about the entire history of everything before that point. Next, I tried out Classic.
That's interesting because retail has more cutscenes and almost more explanation of this is what we're doing and why we need you in those cutscenes, but it happens just so fast. I think what she might be experiencing is the differencing in pacing. You read the quest and you get 10 minutes to think about it, and then you turn it in. And then you get the next and you read the quest and you get 15 minutes to think about it while you're looking around. I think it's more of a pacing difference than an actual like storytelling difference, because objectively the videos on retail are explaining these things. It's just happening so fast that you don't get time to process it or like think about why it's meaningful, right?
Classic. The experience of playing retail first left me with a pretty good idea about where the Classic experience went and what it evolved into when I approached it. And the main thing that stuck with me was the game's expectations of the player. Retail tells you exactly, almost unbearingly, where everything you need is. There's rarely any questions or things that require deep thought. In Classic, I found that I needed to stop and think a lot more. The map doesn't tell you where you need to go. You have to read the instructions and use context clues to find your way around. And this felt way more explorative. The need to check my map actually became fun and filled the experience with this sense of self-reliance and adventure. As I mentioned earlier while playing, I was kind of surprised at how oddly troubled I was by the lack of structure. I was hesitant to get off the beaten path. It didn't feel like the right thing to do. Like, surely they wouldn't send a new player to a key starting area without some kind of pre-established path going there, right? And another thing, none of the
so I've found myself feeling this way in Minecraft when I first started playing, of like, am I going the right way? But quickly I realized, and you guys helped me realize, that there is no wrong way. There really isn't. Like, it's more true in Minecraft because it's like a true sandbox. Like, you can do anything you want to do, and that's right, because you're doing it. Whereas in WoW, like, I guess, like, if you were a level 1 and you're running to like Eastern Plaguelands, like, you could say that's wrong, but then you could also say, like, that was your journey. Like, bro, I was a level 1 and I made it to the Eastern Plaguelands. Like, I have like, that's the story. So similarly, it's not quite as sandboxy, but like, I guess it's a spectrum. It's less sandbox. It's more sandboxy than retail, but not as much as Minecraft, right? But I guess the point is like that. I think that's really cool, right? I think it's really cool.
The enemies I needed to fight had any kind of markers or indications confirming and assuring.
So let me pause again. Francisco in the chat says, I disagree. You have to respect the player's time. In current time, you can't just go about wasting your time. So I appreciate you writing that comment. I disagree. The reason I disagree is because 2 hours running around in Classic WoW is time well spent. 2 hours running around discovering new things and learning about the game and meeting people along the way and dying and rezzing and learning things, like that's 2 hours well spent. That's not 2 hours of wasting time. That is playing the game, very much so. So I think like in today's culture, even more like a single player Classic WoW playthrough, you can log in when you want, you can log out when you want. There's no like hard scheduling. You can mess around for a few hours and log off. I think the expectation of that's wasting time is a kind of a weird one, really, because you hopefully enjoyed the experience of exploring a world.
Me that I was doing the right thing. I even fought incorrect enemy types for quite a while before I realized the error in my ways. I continuously struggled with comprehending the auto attack because I'm so used to the one keybind being the first class skill. There was absolutely no hand-holding here. I know I just went on a long-winded rant about how Classic was more complicated than retail, but I also want to mention that despite this, it was also oddly the more chill between the two. The lack of cool, but ultimately overstimulating, glowing animated armor, lavish dragon mounts, and whimsical alien races made space for this chill kind of focus. As I played, I found myself commenting less and less on things to the camera, and I noticed several minutes at a time when editing where I would just sit there in silence and enjoy the ambiance of Elwyn Forest, just completely locked into my task and relaxing. Retail was fun. Really fun. I'm even still playing it now, and it has an awesome amount of content to explore.
I was going to ask that. Which one is she actually going to keep playing, if either? Because you can talk about this and that, but if you keep playing retail, it's like, I'm interested. Right?
But my time playing Classic opened my mind up to a kind of new kind of gaming experience where I needed to think a lot more about basic things that I just was not used to thinking about so much. As of right now, I have continued to play retail since that is the journey that I started first. And even at like level 50 now, I still don't really have a great sense about the world around me or the characters that live in it. And because of this, I feel like the modern retail experience lacks a lot of depth for us new players. After I finish up the Dragon Isles, I'm probably going to take that natural pause and then shift back to Classic and see what it has to offer. I
would love a part 2. It sounds like she's continuing to play retail, but it's kind of like, well, what's the point? Like, I'm looking forward to quitting and checking out other stuff already. I'm curious, like, if there's a part 2, because 2 hours is a cool assessment just for the fact that it's so limited. But I would like a few weeks of playing retail and then a few weeks of playing Classic, right?
Any nostalgia for the series, and I think partly because of that, I can't really conclusively say one version is better than the other, nor which one I like better. They both have their strengths and weaknesses and just bring different things to the table. But through this experience, I can now fully see why this game is so deeply beloved by so many, and I'm really glad that I was able to take part of it in my lifetime. I feel like video games never get the respect that they deserve for how culturally significant they really are. And I think that in like hundreds of years from now, historians will look back on video games and finally understand how important they were and how much of a showcase they were of our human nature. And I just know that World of Warcraft will be one of those games that just won't be forgotten. Before we head out, I want to say a quick thank you to my channel members and my Patreon supporters for making these videos possible.
There we go.
And a special big thank you to my Fashionborn tier members, Eisen, Hurlchin, Deglor, Vilevale, Daniel, Liam, and...
All right. That was a good video. We'll give that one a thumbs up. Thank you guys for linking this to me. For people that are wondering, it's Clover Girl E. We'll throw the link in the chat, both chats. Boom, boom.